Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/trooperberry, and welcome back to Cabernet. We played the demo for this one a couple months ago, and now it is out in full release. I figured now would be a perfect time to jump in and check it out. So the basic story is that's us, that's going to be our character there, Lisa. Um, yeah, the artwork doesn't leave a lot to the imagination. We are a freshly turned vampire, and as is usually the case with freshly turned vampires, there are mysteries to solve. How do we get this way? Where are we? Why are we this way? Etc. and so forth. So let's jump in and see if we can answer some of those questions. I should say that Cabernet, by the way, is developed by Party for Introverts and published by Akupara Games. Eastern Europe into the 19th century. Well, you wouldn't want to be too specific.
Thank you all for coming here today to say goodbye to my Lisa.
So Nadezhda. Actually, it was an uncle of the demo.
I never thought I would bury my own daughter, my own blood, my pride, yet... I can't do this.
Okay, here we go.
Go, please say something. I just can't.
There. It's all right.
Okay, Uncle Mitko. That's who I remember.
What can I say about someone dying so young? Particularly someone as special as Lisa. If I may, I won't dwell on the circumstances of her tragic death today.
Well, that's convenient.
Instead, I'd like us to celebrate her life, despite her obvious calling for medicine. When she was little, I always thought she would become...
Okay, so yeah, musician, writer, doctor, or politician. I forget. Yeah, I don't remember what we picked in the demo. Let's go musician. Why not?
a famous musician. You should have seen her with her fiddle when she was only 5.
Okay, I see.
The instrument was half her size. But when she played, oh Lord, did your heart start filling up. Such a bright girl. Always a top student. Always the pride of her parents.
Mm-hmm.
By the time she graduated.
Okay, so thirst for the written word is probably like the literature or scientific mind. Okay, last time we skipped the, we didn't put any points into science at all. That was kind of a mistake, so let's go for science.
Lisa knew everything there was to learn from books about science in our enlightened age. Laws of physics, human anatomy, chemical solutions, you name it. Every time she went on about this scientist or that discovery, she'd light up like a matchstick. Most of the time I couldn't understand a word of it. But I just nodded along and mused at how bright our girl was. I can't tell you how proud we all were when she was accepted at the medical academy. I had no doubt that she was destined for greatness. But to become a doctor, one of the first women to achieve that in the whole country, if someone deserved that honor, it was our Lisa. But my niece was so much more than a gifted student.
Okay, passionate artist or true friend? Okay, so again, that's probably the, maybe that one? Maybe the lit, or, I think it's history/politics. You know, a lot of passionate artists out there, but how many true friends are there really in the world?
With all of her other talents, above everything else, she was a true and loyal friend. She connected with people easily, She cared deeply about them. Some might even say too much. After all, if she wasn't so thoughtful, maybe she would still be with us.
Maybe some hints about our tragic end after all.
But I digress. Please, forgive me. What's done is done. She was my favorite niece. Let us raise a glass to her. Pour some vodka for Korda, too. He is old enough to send his sister off. A piece of my soul went into the ground with her today, as I'm sure did many of yours. Let those pieces help Lisa, wherever she is now. To Lisa.
Okay, so it's Elizaveta, not Eliza or Eliza. Elizaveta Morozova. Oh, we got an achievement for completing the prologue. Well, that was easy.
When I was a little girl, I often had trouble falling asleep. My mother used to sing me this lullaby to comfort me. Tonight, I slept deeper than I had in my entire life. I had a disturbing dream that a string was coming out of my mouth.
Okay.
When I started pulling it, I realized that it came from all the way down my throat, buried somewhere deep in my body.
I think there's a magic trick like that.
I kept pulling, but I couldn't go too quickly for fear of burning myself with friction. Finally, the whole string was out. I felt relieved, but also strangely empty. I realized that I was in my bed, with my mother sitting beside me, crying. I didn't know why she was in tears, but I knew it was my fault.
Okay, and this all is very familiar.
Lord. Mom? Cola? My body feels like it's stuffed with cotton. Like I slept for days.
Okay, was need to walk around, yeah. There are some things to interact with. Oh, there we go. And it's is it E?
Either this is a nightmare, or I'm in hell.
Okay, it is E.
This feels too real to be a dream.
Okay, kerosene lamp, old Burlau kerosene lamp, lovely. Oh, anything in here?
The cupboard is locked. Why would anyone keep something of value in a place like this?
Okay, well, bloodstains, naturally.
My medical journal from the academy and my family medallion. Who could have brought this here?
Okay, gifted to us by the from Dad. Okay, escape the chamber. Okay, that's us. Number 0989. Oh. Hang on, do we? Oh, it's not going to tell us. Ah, that makes sense. Hey, Oliver. Welcome in. Good to see you. How you been? How you doing? How's Boom? I hope he's being a very well-behaved boy for you. Okay, escape the chamber. It is June 11th. We don't know anyone. Oh, it's a vampiric lore. Well, that's kind of a giveaway. Oh, well. Dream. Okay, dreams on Thursdays and to Friday nights are considered the most likely ones to come true. Wow. Toasting at funerals, no glass touching is allowed when toasting for a dead person. Good to know. He's doing fab. Oh, great to hear. Great to hear. Yeah, doing okay. I've been back from vacation for about a week and a half now, and I'm still having a hell of a time fixing my sleep schedule, which is discouraging.
Locked.
Oh right, yeah, I remember this. I think there's no nothing we gotta call for help.
Hello? Anyone?
Inching closer to his first exam. Ooh, good. Glad to hear he's making progress. Yeah, it's not ideal. I'm just gonna have to just do something. I'm either gonna have to force myself to sleep, or just stay up long enough to exhaust myself, and then maybe because it's not great on days I want to stream, but well, I got work on Monday, so something's got to happen.
Please help. I'm stuck here. Anyone! It's no use.
Okay, I remember that working. Oh, there we go.
Hello? Who is this?
Well, yeah. The problem is the 12-hour stream isn't until next week. So, unless I'm gonna like just be absolutely useless at work for a week, and I don't think they would like that very much.
I'm locked inside. Please help. Are you still there?
Is that a yes?
Maybe you can't talk? Please knock twice for yes and once for no.
Okay, there we go.
Thank goodness. Can you help me open the door? Thank you. Thank you so much. Will you help me?
Yeah, that's an important question to ask. Aha.
What is it that you want from me?
Okay, do they want money? Well, we ain't got shit for that. They want a treatment? Or do they want a favor? Well, I don't know what kind of treatment we can give them. We got no money. I guess we gotta offer a favor, question mark?
I don't have much, but I can owe you a favor?
Okay, there we go.
And it's settled. Whoever you are, do you hear me? If you open this door, I, Yelizaveta Morozova, will be in your debt. Ah!
Oh, do we get stung by something?
What the hell is this? My shoulder just felt like it was burning up. I can't see anything from this angle. I should check up on it later.
You know, an unknown voiceless entity. I mean, yeah. But also, I'm not sure what our other options are.
It's open. No one. What have I gotten myself into?
Alright, we've escaped the chamber. Oh, tab access the character sheet to light new skill points. Ooh. Okay, character sheet. Okay. Earning experience points increases your rank, allowing you to upgrade your skills. Press the plus minus next to the skill you like to modify. Once finished, accept changes. Okay. We have 5 points available. Yeah, no, but doesn't make your choice. Yeah, well, there were no good options, so we might as well pick a bad one. Okay. So we got, and we can't take away points once we've assigned them. It looks like. So let's see. Let's we got 5. So put 1 there. in science. I remember there are questions about history and politics. Maybe we'll do a couple there. Oh, yeah. I mean, literature and writing might well be a dump stat, but I feel like we gotta put something in there just in case. Okay, now we gotta seek a way out. The game's obviously telling us to go to the right, so the first thing we're gonna do is go to the left. And the game knew we were gonna do that.
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Well, the rats can, apparently. Okay, so we're
What
gonna
a peculiar painting.
Okay. So I think we can do both of these. Yeah. We got art. Or wait, did we get art 5? Ready? Oh yeah, no, we have art 5. We also got lit 7. Well, let's go for the higher check then.
This must be from nearly 400 years ago. The family clearly belongs to the ruling class, wealthy and powerful.
And very fancily dressed. Unlike us. Oh, we can do both. Nice.
The husband and wife in the picture don't look very happy. If I had to guess, I'd say it wasn't the perfect marriage.
Right, because the people in Eastern Europe in the, I guess, what, 1500s? They were, they were all about smiling.
It smells like death here. Like in the academy when we left a cadaver out for too long. Only, it's much worse than that. There's someone's money in here. I could live on this for a week.
Ooh, okay. Sad, yeah, although, what's the source of that? Who knows? Okay, now I remember if we take, last time we left the money, so we didn't have funds, but we did gain humanity. So there's a little strain of bloodlines here where, like, it's a tension between, embracing your new life and newfound powers versus you're trying to retain your humanity. So do we choose the broke life or the vampiric life? Yeah, I said, let's leave the money.
Tempting, but
Oh, okay, this isn't mine. Don't take the money from the seller. You go good? Yeah, I am, I'm a bit of a goody two-shoes, yeah. Because it's just, because I know, like, there's like the nihilism, like the dark urge role plays. It's supposed to be fun and engaging, but it's not really fun to hurt people. It's fun to help people. Okay, Laz's morality is still shaping. Certain choices will provide you with humanity or nihilism points. Some choices will only become available to Liza after she reaches certain levels.
I can't take what isn't mine.
Okay. So we actually started with 5 humanity points. And now that gave us 1. Now we have 6. And we have no coins.
The mirror is covered by a sheet. People only do that when someone dies.
Oh, so we got a pop-up. And we can click it. Hey, I like that addition. I don't think that was in the demo. So it is common to veil a mirror with a cloth when someone passes away. People say so it's the soul of the dead person doesn't get trapped inside.
Mother explained that this is so the dead soul does not get lost and trapped inside.
Well, there we go.
Silly superstition, of course.
Okay. In the demo, we kept it covered. I say we look now.
We live in the age of science where there's no room for this nonsense. What is this?
Another jump scare, clearly.
Where is my reflection? I can't see myself. It must be a trick mirror.
Yeah, that's it. So, welcome in, Goofy. Were you able to get to the supermarket and get your groceries?
Eerie.
Okay, and we can do that one. Get a nice, easy check.
It's hard to say without seeing the face, but this dress. Could it be the same girl from the first painting?
Okay, and that's that.
This is unbearable. I'm a doctor.
Oh, you did
I
yesterday.
can get
Okay,
through
good,
this.
good.
I just need to look straight ahead. Give me strength, no matter what is on the other side. What in heavens is all this?
Oh, Chapter 1, Higher
I will
Society.
make sense of all this later. Something is wrong. My head is spinning. I feel the floor slipping from under my feet.
Well, no, I didn't hear what you bought, Goofy. I know you left for a while. Also, where did our lantern go? We had a lantern all the way up to here. Okay, find out what is happening.
Would you look at her? How does one have the gall to show at the Countess's manor in such a filthy outfit?
She must be a nihilist.
Oh. It's the latest Raging Parasite. Now, the dirtier, the better. Okay. Nihilism puts social norms, morals, and under scrutiny, or in certain cases, rejects them completely. Also, and the Francophonie is it's all the rage in France. They're trying to just imitate the French, as so many are wont to do. Okay, we're not getting through here, so we got to go around the other side. But yeah, we're not freshly out of the ground. No,
Have you heard?
It's
the Countess is sending me on a special assignment to the capital.
It's a philosophical choice.
You lucky devil! I've been stuck here for years. I
Miss,
swear,
are you all right?
I dull my
Mind
things
your own
just to
business,
spend a
Petya.
night in the city.
It's rude to stare at a lady.
Sorry.
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
That's a pity, because whatever it is, it looks like there's a lot of it.
I know it's not ideal, Countess Orlova, but I'm afraid there is not much we can do at this point.
Of course now there bloody isn't. The right time to act was last week. I don't understand where this influx of product is coming from. It's undercutting our prices. Where were you when I... Who is this creature? Darling, you look like a little domovoy.
I definitely know what that is.
Come over here. I don't bite.
Hello?
Okay. Oh, right. That was Petya. Right. We can terribly sorry to interrupt.
Hello. I'm terribly sorry for it.
You must be the doctor's new apprentice. Look at you, poor thing. You must be fresh out of the ground.
Excuse me?
Ugh, nobody must have actually inducted you. How typical. No surprise with the men around here. Hussar, why is she in such a state?
Yeah, why are we in such a state?
She was not supposed to wake.
I'd love to catch you up, dear, but sadly I have some urgent business to attend to. Thanks to this gentleman over here. Hussar, be a darling and show this young lady around once she's decent.
As you wish, madam. If you'll excuse me, I'll go for a smoke on the balcony. You can find me there.
You're excused.
Yep, that
if I
was
recall
Hussar.
my first day correctly, your head must be killing you. Here, drink this.
Thank you. May I ask what this is?
If you know too much, you'll grow old sooner. Trust me, it will lift your spirits.
Well, no choice. Bottoms up.
Whatever this is, it's beyond delicious. It's sweet and thick and tastes like cherry and wild strawberries. Thank you. I do feel a lot better all of a sudden.
Now go change. We can't have you gallivanting around in those scrubs. There is a nice dress about your size in the cloakroom. Consider this my welcome gift.
Thank you kindly, madam.
Yeah, we did. The name dropped right at the start. Now, I believe you can. Yeah, if you want to cheat, you can check the relationship bar here, I believe. And you can see it is Countess Sofia Orlova.
Madame Orlova.
You're welcome, child. Now off you go, change and mingle. Time is money.
Okay, and when you are healthy, hold shift to increase your walk pace. But yeah, it's a fancy dinner party. We don't want to go running around. The uncouth.
Another cloth on a mirror. Something bad must have happened.
Okay, and the last time we washed up without the mirror, so let's see what happens when we take the cloth off. Probably the same thing that happened when we took the cloth off the first time.
So strange. This mirror doesn't work either.
It's probably just a coincidence.
That should do it, hopefully. The Countess sure has excellent taste in literature. In other circumstances, I'd spend all day here reading.
Okay, yeah, we walk about, but yeah, there's not a whole lot to click on here.
Goodness, this must be the dress the Countess was talking about. Such an ornate Western style. It must cost a small fortune. I want nothing more than to change out of this horrible nightgown, but this is just too much.
Well, it doesn't matter because that's the only option you have. Okay, so evening dress. And once again, it does give us a +5 buff to history and politics. Western style gown for formal okay, there's a little bit of a typographical thing there. Western formal soirees.
It's perfect. Fits like a glove.
Yeah, so now all of a sudden we're up to level 12 in history and politics. Whatever that's worth. Still broke, though.
I still don't know what's happening here. Or at least I hope I don't. But delaying the inevitable is just tying my stomach in knots.
Well, if you don't know what's going on, how do you know it's inevitable?
I need to find that young man and learn the truth.
Okay, we'll start with our boy Petya.
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Okay, so maybe we cannot just yet.
Have you heard the rumors about Count Kaminsky?
Not lately. Do tell.
They say that he found himself a young human lady and fell in love like a schoolboy. Apparently they got so close, he even confessed to her his true nature.
Ooh,
don't say.
Don't want to break the masquerade.
Yes, and the best part is, she is completely fine with it. He doesn't even have to enchant her anymore.
Fascinating. The world just gets madder and madder every day, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, I think we're getting some new goss, if nothing else. So maybe we'll do a quick lap.
I just never know what to say to humans. If I'm honest, I find them all a little dull.
That's not fair of you to say, Margarita.
Yeah.
It's not their fault that they don't have the advantages of eternal life.
I know. And don't get me wrong, some of my best friends are human.
Hey.
Sometimes I just wish we could convert them all and give them the proper life. But you just can't help everyone.
Well, yeah. If we didn't know what was happening already.
Please tell me you have some good news for me. It's been 2 weeks since the last Cabernet shipment. The clientele is very unhappy.
I did manage to get in touch with the vendor. He says the conditions for harvesting are getting even worse, thus the interruption. We did reach an agreement though. They are happy to continue. But from now on, it'll be an extra 5 coins per bottle.
Oh, thank goodness. At this point, honestly, whatever it takes. Another week and the Countess would have fried me.
Okay, so yeah, maybe we have to be told to mingle. Let's. No, we want to. Oh. Okay, some actions Liza performs will take time. These interactions will be marked with a special stopwatch symbol. Each night, Liza can spend up to 3 action points. Once the action is taken, an action point will be taken, and then it will move into the next phase. Oh. Okay, this was not there before. Interesting. Okay, so this is going from dusk to midnight. Okay. Oh, I see. So he's got a little stopwatch there below. So we got a.
Good evening, Hussar.
Okay, yeah. So the little dial there filled up by about a quarter. There we go. Yeah. So Hussar, that black cavalry soldier, is soon to be showy with a reputation for debauchery and womanizing. In the case of Hussar, the job became the name. I mean, not all timed actions. Maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, this was not in the demo, so this is new to me too. We got just Hussar. Again, we got the Countess, head of the local section of higher society.
Ah, there's our belle of the ball. You actually don't look half bad when you're not covered in graveyard dirt.
Status undead. Well, yeah, we know there will be non-undead we're dealing with, at least temporarily. Graveyard dirt, or I can't return the. You know what? This guy deserves a little sass.
I wish I could return the compliment, but you look quite pale and dreary. Must be from all that tobacco.
Huh. I like a lady with a sharp tongue.
Okay, so we got a little nihilism, but he didn't seem to mind.
However, I'm afraid my paleness doesn't come from smoking. Surely an educated lady like you must have put together who we are by now, haven't you?
Okay, so we're definitely not hitting that chick.
I'd rather not guess. Please, just tell me straight. Who are you?
You think he'll skip undead and go right to dead? Well, we also had the driver guy.
Simply, we are vampires.
Oh, so yeah, we got the mirror. Right, yeah. So we unlocked that by actually taking the cover off this time.
Is this why I had no reflection in the mirror?
If that's what you're concerned about, you look just fine.
All right, yeah. So the light, yeah, like the light orange. I think that's the gather more info, and then the bright yellow. Those are the ones that actually progress.
Does this mean I'm dead?
Dead, alive, who the hell cares? Trust me, Lisa, you just won the lottery.
Is that status didn't change? Yeah. Okay. So kind of a defense mechanism?
I don't even remember how it happened. Must be some sort of a defense mechanism that suppresses a traumatic experience.
That actually does happen quite a bit. That memory usually comes back soon enough.
Okay, higher society. Yeah, that's what the Countess is in charge of. Death amnesia. A common side effect from being turned into a vampire is forgetting the circumstances of one's own death. Telling someone the details of their turning is discouraged by higher society, as it may cause additional trauma during the already uneasy transition. More often than not, the memory tends to return within the first year. However, in certain cases, death amnesia may last decades.
What about my family? When can I see them?
I was worried you will ask me that. Technically, they think you are dead, and it is best for everyone if they keep thinking that.
Newly from vampires strictly prohibited from reaching out to the former families. Risk spreading the truth about the vampires in the human world. Yes, who would want to break the masquerade? Although this rule is occasionally broken, it is considered a serious crime and invokes harsh penalties for the offenders if discovered.
It's true, too.
I can't just leave them like this. They have to know I'm all right.
Are we all right, though? Are we?
Look, I know this is too much for you to take in right now. Maybe that's a conversation we should revisit another time.
Countess calls you Hussar. What's your real name?
At this point, I've been called that far longer than my real name. Just call me that.
All right. Hussar it is.
We may remember. We may remember the name he wants to be called.
I have so many questions.
See, that's what I was afraid of. Theory is not my forte. I'm a proponent of learning by doing. Why don't you go talk the ears off some other guests while I finish smoking in peace? After that, I can show you what it's really like to be one of us.
Okay, that was all just a little sus.
I suppose I can do that. Could you at least tell me a little bit about the people, the guests in there?
Oh, come on. Where is your spirit of adventure? I'm sure you'll figure it out on your own.
I don't think the Countess would like you, shrugging off that duty.
What is it?
I wonder if the Countess would approve of you pushing your responsibilities off to a bunch of strangers.
Well played. Fine. Let me think for a moment about our fun little group here. You've already met the Countess, so that's a big plus. Not everyone gets to do that in their first month, let alone first day. Who else would you like to know about?
Okay. Well, yeah, let's start with the ginger with the glasses.
What about the young man who asked about my health?
Who? Oh, you must mean Petya. He is just a human.
Oh, well, then never mind.
Elisa brought him in for fun. He is such a card and has absolutely no clue.
That feels mean.
That sounds cruel.
Ugh, don't be like that. It's all in good fun.
Fun is when they're in on it.
What could you tell me about the woman in the pink dress?
You must mean Arbon. You know, they say she was born somewhere far to the east.
The Far East, maybe.
That broad has been around forever. Probably has a tale or two to share.
Abroad? Oh, come on now. And the yellow dress, purple hair.
Who is the intense lady with the purple hair?
That's Elisa. She is quite important around here. I'd try to start out on the right foot with her if I were you.
Okay, apparently that's everyone who matters.
I suppose that's everyone of note, really. Besides me, of course.
Like I said, everyone who matters.
Of course. All right. Thank you kindly. I'll be back soon enough.
No rush, please.
Okay, so I think we found out what is happening. Now we just gotta mingle. Hey, we're leveling up. Socialize. That's what
I do actually have a model right here with me. I always carry Matilda with me, just in case a good opportunity strikes. You never know. Look into her eyes. Doesn't she look alive to you? Like she's going to blink?
Yes, well... Apologies.
Petya.
Petya. We should probably go and discuss some urgent business with the Countess.
Oh, of course. In fact, I'd love to meet her as...
I don't know how, but I can just sense that he is not one of us. Such a strange feeling. Attraction? No, but something very similar.
Desire?
He is most certainly human.
Okay, yes, it's another dialogue option, but this one doesn't have the little stopwatch by it.
Oh, hello. It's you, lady in the nightgown. How are you feeling? I was really worried.
Much better. Thank you. I'm Lisa, by the way.
Of course. Where are my manners? I'm Petya.
It's a pleasure. You were the only one who seemed to care about my illness.
Oh, nonsense. They are a lovely bunch around here, just all very busy. The third group I'm pitching my dolls to, and everyone keeps running off for urgent business.
I think we'll probably just do it, but yes, yeah, tell me about Matilda, your little friend there.
Did you say you're selling dolls?
And making them, yes.
I see you have one with you. May I take a look?
Of course. Matilda here is my favorite. I'd love to get some honest feedback. Well, what do you think?
Okay, so that's just mean. Also, check out those sideburns. You know, Petya definitely rocking the look. I mean, okay, knowing how our poor boy is going to end up, we can. Someone's got to be cool to him.
Oh, it's just lovely. So detailed and human-like. She reminds me of the one I had when I was a little girl.
That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Thank you. I knew someone here would appreciate it. I'm hoping to show her to the Countess. With her approval, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
You know, making toys is what I wanted to do since I was a little boy. My father always called this foolishness, among other things. Said it's not manly work. I never managed to convince him otherwise.
I'm sorry. That must have been tough.
Well, here I am, still at it. I do have a feeling that I'm onto something with Matilda. Just you wait. My gut tells me that tonight is going to bring something special, and it's never wrong.
Your gut, you say?
How did you end up being invited here, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that's all thanks to Elisa, the lovely young woman in the yellow dress. She saw me at the town market and saw some real potential in my work.
Did she now?
She said that the people in the manor might be interested in seeing it, and you didn't have to ask me twice.
I see. How is pitching going so far?
I'll admit, it's a little slow, but the night is still young.
It's midnight, Petya.
You are an optimistic guy, aren't you, Petya?
My mother used to say that my hope will be the death of me.
Mom sounds pretty smart.
But what's the point of living if you don't believe in people and yourself?
You may be right about that. At least, I truly hope you are.
Well, I got some urgent business. Catch you later, bud.
Best of luck with everything, Petya. Hope everything works out with the Countess.
Thank you, Lisa. You're very kind.
Okay. Okay, his Dominic Seldman, his deep passion was crafts palpable, however, it might have appeared as a little much for some. Status: alive. Oh, so we got little crescent moons over them and a little sun up there. Like day walker, non-day walkers.
Have you tried the Countess's Cabernet? Honestly, I think this may have been the best one I ever tasted.
I prefer to stick to clear drinks around here. If you really want to try some decent Cabernet, stop by my salon on the main street.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah, just clip right through me, pal. Real refined of you.
Hello. I don't think I've seen you around here before. I'm Arbin.
Darkwalker. Well, it'd be unusually visible for the Darkwalker. Maybe they're on holiday.
I'm Lisa. Good evening to you, too.
You don't sound so sure. Is it really a good one for you?
You're right. If I'm honest, it hasn't been the easiest night.
That's what I thought. My advice is always be honest, unless you absolutely can't be.
You know she has a key for an earring?
In the end, it does make everyone feel better.
That's a good piece of advice.
Stick with me, lovely. I'm chock full of them.
Yeah, a little key right there. Hey, Darkwalkers are only invisible or even when the world is green. Like they have a very particular tint that only shows up, like Aurora wool. Well,
I couldn't help but overhear that you were a wine expert?
I dabble. I run a literary salon in town and serve drinks there.
Excuse me. There's a literary salon, a hosted gathering for people for the study and enjoyment of literature. Literature not our strong point. During these salons, attendees amuse one another and increase their knowledge through the conversation and exchange of ideas. Introduced Easter during the spread of Francophile culture, there we go again, in the 18th century. Since Arbin regularly hosts these types of gatherings, her establishment is effectively referred to as the town's literary salon.
How exciting. All kinds of interesting people must come by.
You'd be surprised, my dear, and mildly disappointed. I'd love for you to stop by one day. I'll treat you to a round of something nice.
I'll make sure to visit.
Time for side quests! Besides experiencing the main story, Liza is encouraged to explore town and meet other characters. Depending on the character, Liza may need to meet certain criteria, such as specific skill or morality levels, in order to start or continue their quests. Right, so music school Art 8, church choir Art 10. Wait a minute. We're a vampire? We can go to church? That sounds a little suspicious.
Since you're an expert, may I ask you about the wine that the Countess gave me? I'll admit I found it delicious, but it wasn't really wine, was it?
Lisa, you just got told you're a vampire. What do you think vampires drink?
It was not. Cabernet was sort of our code word for blood, so we don't shock any innocents.
Cabernet, a human blood-based liquid that can replace traditional feeding for vampires, unlike unprocessed blood, has a long shelf life, making it a complicated and expensive process highly prone to error. More often than not, Cabernet batches fail, which is why it often requires copious amounts of human blood to create a small amount of product.
And then we just got used to it. Funny how language works, isn't it?
Yes. Funny. Arbin, I've only just been turned, and all of this is very new to me. May I trouble you for some advice?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has someone in your family enjoyed wine a little too much?
Okay. Unlike everyone else here, Arbin actually seems cool. I think we can go ahead.
Yes. My father. Wine, vodka, anything he can drink, really. You aren't clairvoyant, are you?
Everyone becomes a little clairvoyant if they live long enough and pay attention. I saw you drinking that glass earlier, and I think you should be careful around it, my dear.
Alcohol's my father's problem. It isn't mine.
But you weren't drinking alcohol now, were you?
It's not just alcohol you should be concerned about. You can keep away from it if you want. Blood, however, you will now have to drink, whether you like it or not.
Whether I like it or not.
Demons are hereditary, my dear. Always remember that.
Well, that's a dark note to end the conversation on.
Well, I should get going.
Good luck. I have a feeling we'll see each other soon.
If you mean I will do many side quests, you're darn tootin' we will. Okay, yeah, we're up at decent terms with Arbin. One of the Yuga is sympathetic to Liza's state and offered her genuine advice, and invited her for a drink. Yeah, hey, she gave us our first side quest. That must mean she's cool.
Come on. Don't any of you cowards want to have any fun?
My lady, with all due respect, Russian roulette just seems like, too much fun for the night.
Fine, get lost then. Be on your merry way. Who knew that the second time I die would be of boredom?
Okay, and once again, the man clipping right through me. Just no sense of propriety at all.
Now, would you look at this pretty picture? I could barely recognize you from before. Where did you get this dress?
It's a gift from the Countess. She is very generous.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar. Name is Alisa, by the way.
Lisa, it's a pleasure.
So about that young fellow with the doll.
May I ask who was the young man you talked with earlier?
Who, Petya? Why, are you interested?
Goodness, no. I was just making conversation.
Don't be shy. We're not attached. Petya is human. I picked him up at the town market.
You know, like a stray dog.
He is a salesman. A ridiculously bad one at that.
If you two are not an item, may I ask why did you invite him over?
Because it was my turn.
To...
A turn for what?
To spice up the eternity.
So, I've just been turned today.
Congratulations. That must be quite shocking. Thrilling, even. I'm envious, really.
Yes, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to process all this yet. What does one even do with this? Being dead, drinking blood, who knows what else?
Same thing anyone around here does.
Be a complete jackass?
Masticating plain eternity day after day. Spicing it up any way you can.
Hence the Russian roulette.
We're already dead, aren't we? What else is there to lose?
Well, you could die a final death.
Do you fancy a round?
Maybe some other time.
Suit yourself.
So, it's true what they say? Vampires live forever?
We exist forever. We don't live. But then again, few do.
Does this mean that we can't stop existing?
Oh, sweetheart, there is nothing easier.
Yeah, just catch a sunrise.
Just stop drinking blood for a few days, fall from a high roof, or just step into the sunlight.
I should probably be writing this all down.
So, now that you have eternity on your side, do you consider your existence more valuable?
More? Nah, probably the same.
No, of course not. Pulse or no pulse, life is just as valuable as it always was.
I see. In that case, how would you compare the value of your new existence to, say, Petya's?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're just, is human life worth more? Is vampire, existence worth more? Or are we squaresies? Yeah, I think if we're going with the goody two shoes playthrough, we would probably say equal.
What a strange question. They are equally important, of course.
Fair enough. Still, it's an interesting thought experiment, isn't it?
Indeed. Excuse me. I think someone is calling for me.
Okay, that's enough socializing for now. Okay, and we're dead neutral with her, which honestly, fine. Maybe if we agreed to play Russian roulette with her, she'd be more keen on us. Oh yeah, can we? Oh, is there no option to save? There's an option to load, there's no option to save. Hang on, can I just, interact, increase pace, ability wheel, lantern journal menu? Yeah, I don't think so.
Good timing. I just finished up.
Yes, how lucky.
Don't be snappy, Lisa. Smoking is an important routine for a soldier. Can't be interrupted.
A soldier, you say?
A soldier, huh? And which division were you in, exactly?
We can talk about the divisions some other time, perhaps.
Shadier and shadier this gets.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Okay, yeah, about the whole thing in the basement.
What is going on in the basement of the manor? It's absolutely terrifying down there.
Oh yes, the basement. If I were you, I would just forget all about it.
That's gonna be hard.
Excuse me?
All I know is that Countess conducts her business and she doesn't enjoy people meddling in it.
If it's so confidential, how come I ended up there in the first place?
Minor oversight. You were supposed to be moved upstairs before you were up, but appears that you are an early riser.
And whose oversight was it, may I ask?
Let's not focus on casting blame, shall we? I say all's well that ends well.
Right, so it's his.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Yeah, that creepy shoulder burn that magically turned green.
Who ended up letting me out of the chamber?
If I'm honest, I haven't the foggiest idea. I thought you knew.
Well, I don't. And whoever it was gives me the goosebumps. On top of everything, I ended up promising them a favor and felt a bad burn on my shoulder right after that. Do you know what it could possibly be?
Let me take a look. Oh, brother.
What? What is it?
It could be nothing, really. No need to worry. Just make sure that you show this to the doctor when you see him, all right?
All right.
So, are there any other...
Yeah, this guy is not exactly a font of information.
vampires are real, does this mean other fairy tales are?
You'll have to be more specific than that.
Rusalkas? Domovoys? Ghosts?
Well, we got called the Domovoy. What's a Rusalka? Rusalka is a creature commonly associated with the water, possessing the visage of a young woman. Ritual eating is described as displaying characteristics of a Piscean nature. Water has speak of its benevolent nature, guiding the harvest and spring fertility. The Rusalka is becoming more frequently linked to death and drowning, a restless spirit seeking revenge for wrongs committed. So, kind of like the ye olde mermaids, not the singing type. Ooh, we're almost to the next level. Whatever that.
Yes. No. Yes. We'll spend all night here if we keep talking about flora and fauna. If you want my advice, focus on yourself first. That always ends up working for me. So, are there any other questions?
I suppose that's it for the time being.
Perfect. If you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this? I take it you've done a couple laps around the ballroom. Learned a little more about what it's like to be one of us.
No, we had this talk with Elisa. We're not dead, we're just not alive. Yeah, let's keep an open mind about things.
Well, I'm obviously still in shock, but...
Yes?
From a scientific perspective, I have to admit I'm curious. This is certainly a unique condition we are in. I'd love to learn more about it for my studies.
I'm impressed. I can certainly see now why the doctor chose you as his apprentice. All right. Have you read Thunderstorm?
Okay, drama in 5 acts by Alexander Ostrovsky. Follows Katharina, a young woman who had a heavy life in childhood. After her marriage, ends up in a harsh, tyrannical environment and becomes a metaphorical prisoner in her own home. One of the thematic questions Katharina poses is, why do not people fly just like birds? Well, I imagine if they could, they would. Okay, yeah, that's another literature check we followed short on, but we've nailed every other one.
I'm not so sure. Why?
Well, unlike Katerina in the play, you no longer need to wonder why people can't fly.
How did you do that?
By sheer will, Lisa. It's very simple.
How are you even talking with me in such a state?
That's yet another benefit of being one of us. We can project our thoughts into people's minds. I prefer it, really. I find normal speech kind of primitive.
Why don't you do it all the time, then?
I'd love to, but you don't want to get too used to it and scare a human by accident. Now, why don't you try it? Let's see what kind of bat you are.
Okay, hold right mouse button to access vampire abilities and turn into a bat.
Goodness!
Achievement, bat! Turn into a bat for the first time.
Isn't this a hoot? Come on, I'll show you around.
No, hoot is what owls do. Okay. Okay, bat landing. Sounds like something Adam West would be doing. Bat indicator. In the bottom left of the screen shows when the bat shifting is currently possible. To land while in bat shape, descend onto a surface from above until a landing circle appears beneath you. And then right-click to turn back into human form. Hello?
Seems like you're catching on. Follow me.
Okay, real quick there, bud. We leveled up, and I'm not going to let points go unspent. Well... Okay, do we catch up literature and writing, or do we go hard in everything in everything else, and then we leave literature and writing be a dump stat? Well, you know, we did say during the character creation, we got 9. Nice. 9 and 1. We will... You know what? Let's go... Okay, if we're going to be an apprentice to a doctor, I feel like we're going to have more opportunities to excuse me, to level up science and logic. So maybe we'll keep on our dress. So we'll have the history and politics buff, and then we'll beef up music and arts, and then the next level up, maybe we'll do science and logic.
I can't believe I'm actually flying.
All this talk about death, but don't you feel more alive than you ever have right now?
Okay, Liza can turn into a bat at any time, provided she is in an appropriate environment and not in a human's direct sight. The bat indicator at the bottom left shows whether Liza is able to transition at a particular moment.
Shh. There. Look.
If only I had 3 coins to my name, then I'd show 'em. They'd all see.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A drunk peasant?
What I wanted to show you is how to use your new powers. Meet Trophime. He is the Countess's former serf, now custodian and coachman. Among other things, he makes sure no one goes in or out of here without her permission.
There's a errant click there on the word serf.
Important man. Now, come with me. How is life, Trophime?
My lord, is that you? Or the bottle you gave me? Highest quality. Much obliged.
A bottle of what?
I can see that. It's nearly empty already. All right, enough pleasantries. Watch this.
What happened to him? Is he all right?
He is fine. We call this enchantment.
Enchantment under the sea, maybe? Okay, so enchantment. What is enchantment?
What does enchantment do, exactly?
It makes people tranquil. While they are in trance, they don't feel pain or have a clear memory of what happened.
Oh, like anesthesia.
Is it like anesthesia?
In a way. I bet you this fellow in the States who invented it is a vampire.
You mean William Morton?
Mm-hmm. I heard the doctor was toying with that idea before the discovery. He was not happy the Americans figured it out first.
USA! USA!
So they don't remember anything once they're enchanted?
Not quite. They may not remember what happened, but they won't forget how you made them feel.
Well, people who aren't enchanted do that too.
Sounds like a subject for some awkward conversations.
You don't know the half of it yet. You'll see.
So, how do I enchant someone? I don't know if I can whistle like you.
Hey, welcome back, Oliver. You missed us flying here as a bat, but that's about it. Just a whole lot of lore dumping.
Don't worry. Whistling is just for me. It's like a cure for the hiccups. Everybody has their own way.
And they're all hilarious.
When you need it, it will come to you.
Does this mean you can just come up to anybody and make them tranquil?
In theory, but it's not quite that simple. Firstly, they have to like you, an important condition. Without it, the charm won't work. Secondly, you should only do it to humans.
No, this bit has been pretty much the same as the demo, Oliver.
So it doesn't work on other vampires?
I didn't say that.
Hmm?
There are rumors that the best of the best can indeed enchant their own kind. But I don't even know if the Countess has that kind of power. Besides, this would certainly not be considered ethical by our vampire brothers and sisters.
Oh, now we care about ethics.
I bet they wouldn't mind to have that power, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay. Progress.
So why would you want to enchant someone?
I thought you might ask that. There are two main reasons. One, people in a trance are easily suggestible. You can use that to influence their thoughts and opinions.
So if we're nice to everyone and we make them happy, we can make them do what we want. Yeah, sounds a little, again, sounds a little unethical.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, I didn't say you have to do it, did I?
No, I want to do it.
Everyone lives with their own choices.
When you say influence their thoughts, does this mean they will do anything I say?
Only within reason, of course, especially when you're a beginner. Impression is a delicate art and takes a lot of practice.
Okay. The other reason we want to enchant someone?
And what is the second reason?
I think you already know.
But you're going to show me anyway, aren't you?
What have you done?
I just opened him up for you. Don't worry, he'll be just fine unless we bleed him dry. Come here. It's time for you to learn how to feed.
Okay, so now we're at the Smiling Jack part of the prologue.
I don't know if I'm ready.
You're as ready as you'll ever be.
How do I turn?
Just relax and let your instincts take over. It will come naturally.
And by let your instincts take over, they mean hold right mouse button, choose the ability wheel, and go to vampire form, unleash the fangs.
My mouth, it's bleeding.
Yeah, those big old canines weren't there before, were they?
Of course, I forgot to warn you. Sorry.
You son of a bitch.
Don't worry, it's normal. That happens when your fangs are out for the first time.
Ooh, let's see. Yeah, enchantment, we got that. Higher society considers it highly unethical to feed on a human being without enchanting them first. In order to feed on a human being, one must be enchant them in a private location. Not following this rule is considered a crime punishable by death by sunrise. Okay, don't drain your victim to death. You know that's high profile. Of course, accidents do happen. If such an incident occurred, the vampiric medical professionals must state the cause of death as a snake bite to avoid suspicion. And the first time newly turned vampire takes their true form, releases their fangs, their gums start bleeding profusely, releasing some of the stale leftover blood from their formerly human body. Well, it's addition by subtraction. We're just getting rid of the last vestiges of that weak human form.
It will recover in a minute.
His skin smells like wild berries.
That's a good thing, apparently.
But not just the smell, the promise of warmth that draws you, the promise of being whole. I want to feel it on my teeth, in my body. No, I can't do this.
I got bad news, Lisa. You're probably going to have to at some point.
I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
All right. But if the Countess asks, promise you'll say that you've done it. I don't want to get in trouble because you chickened out.
I mean, you're already in trouble, but fine, whatever.
I promise.
Remember, you have to learn to do it to survive. I better get back to my other errands. Don't want to get my tunic wet. Do you remember the way back?
I do. Hussar?
Are we good? Oh, yeah, we are good. Yeah, I think we were just at flat neutral 50-50.
Thank you for your help. I had a rough day, and it means a lot to me.
Don't mention it. I ended up having a decent time myself. I'll see you soon.
I should get back to the manor and talk with the Countess. I'll process this all later. Where will I live? What's next? There's so much I have to sort out first.
Well, there was that talk of us being the doctor's apprentice.
But first, Hussar said I can influence someone who is enchanted. I should try it on Trophime.
Okay. Vampires have the ability to impress certain things on the subconscious of their victims. To do that, approach the enchanted victim in your human form and press left mouse button once you see the hypnotism icon. The victim can be hypnotized more than once a day, so make it count.
Can you hear me, Trophime? Here is something I'd like you to do.
Okay, yeah, we don't, because we went with the goody two-shoes approach. We don't have enough nihilism to say start stealing or drink even more. No, you're gonna drink less, my dude. Just think of all the money you'll save.
You will start pacing your drinking.
Hopefully he knows what that means. Okay, yeah, let's see. Trophime. Overcoming the outcome through hypnosis, she impressed upon him to drink less. Okay. And then, oh yeah, we're actually pretty. We're almost as good at buds with Hussar as we are with Petya. Okay, return to the manor. And more XP? More XP. Always more XP. Okay.
I'd rather not walk through the woods on foot.
I was just trying to get out of his line of sight before we did this. That's probably not good.
What was that? Looks like the banquet is over. Someone is still inside, though. Locked.
Yeah, so the, we carried over this part from the demo too.
It's Petya's doll, Matilda. This is so unsettling.
Okay, well, hold that thought. We're just gonna look around real quick. And that wasn't necessary. Okay, well, we gotta do the deed.
What is this?
Come on, you know you gotta do it.
My God.
Relationship map has been updated. Gee, I wonder what changed. Oh, rip. Yeah, Petya no longer among the living.
What the hell happened here?
It's all Victoria's fault. I told her he's almost empty, but she wouldn't listen.
What do you want from me? I was starving, and you two barely left me anything.
Doesn't matter now. We drained a man. Not anywhere, but at the Countess's manor. Someone is gonna fry for this, and it sure as hell won't be me.
Hey, it's just a snake bite, right? What could go wrong?
Are you mad? No one's going to be executed for this. He's just a human.
Hang on. Oh. Okay, he later that night he was being killed by guess. No, he was not being killed. He was killed. Yeah, I mean monsters. I mean we're maybe not the wording I would use, given we're vampires too. But still, come on now.
You monsters.
How could you do this?
And who are you exactly?
That's right. Hasn't been a vampire for 5 minutes and thinks she knows everything.
Come with me, my dear. This is not your mess to sort out.
Yeah, someone's gonna get a stern talking to. Also, how did you do that teleport through the door thing? That was awesome.
Those morons. I knew I couldn't leave them alone with him.
So why did you?
I just can't seem to make sense of it.
I'm so sorry. He didn't need to die today.
So, what happens now?
What happens now?
Well, the Countess won't like this one bit. I can tell you that much.
Is she sympathetic to humans?
She's rich, so I doubt it.
I wouldn't say that. However, she doesn't like murders being linked up to her property. She will find her way out of this, no doubt. But those three in the ballroom, we'll have to see.
Yeah, so the frying, are we gonna batter them first? Maybe give them a nice fast fry in a frying pan?
Back in the room, they said someone will be fried. What does that mean?
I don't know if you've heard this yet, but we can't be in the sun. It destroys us.
I did read about that in the folk tales.
The stories are true. Sometimes it's used as a form of capital punishment for our kind.
What do you think will happen to those three outside?
Murdering a human, sadly, isn't a big crime in our community. I don't think it will come to that.
It'll be a fine, won't it?
If I had my guess, I'd say they will get their fangs dulled for troubling the Countess. They will grow back after a month or two, but before then, they will have to feed solely on Cabernet, and it isn't cheap.
What if they can't afford it?
They will just have to find a way. Some take loans, some steal. Without blood, we are like humans without water.
They're constantly doing the lip smacking thing that I will not do on mic to spare you, my beloved viewers.
Arbin?
Yes?
Do you know what will happen to me now? I don't even know who I am anymore. What do I do? Where do I live?
I understand it's not an easy day. We all went through this at some point. All the answers will come at the right time. For now, you just need to wait it out till someone sends for you.
I must admit, I feel quite restless.
Listen, not many of us might say this to you, so I want to do it. Being one of us doesn't just mean hurting people for your own benefit. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, that's probably not a message we get from most anyone else at this party.
To me, it means that I have an eternity to become better, learn from my mistakes, absorb the knowledge about the world.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
You know, the Countess has a wonderful library over here. Why don't you grab a book and use this time to learn something new? Perfection comes in little steps.
Okay, yeah, I can... I mean, I hope Arbin isn't just building us up to stab us in the back later, but maybe that's just the Bloodlines experience talking, but she seems genuinely worth knowing.
Thank you for all your help and kindness, Arbin. It feels really good to have a friend around here.
I know it can't be easy for you right now in all this madness. It's hard to adjust. I learned that the hard way. Trust me. Here, I want you to have this.
Ooh. Free go juice sustains you for a day.
This should give you a little boost when you need it. Clear your head. It's not going to last long, but it will give you a little peace of mind for the time being. I should go now, my dear. You know where to find me. Next time, a drink at my bar is on me.
I'll be looking forward to it.
You can read books to pass time and increase knowledge stats. Okay, read a book to pass the time. Let's see, we got 10 and 1, okay? So, what do we want to look at? I think history and music are in an okay place right now. So, do we top up literature and writing, or do we maybe get a little bit more in science and logic? So we can, at the very least, it would be the same as history without the dress buff. Yeah, I remember that. I think we actually missed 2 lit checks. But it seems like striking a balance isn't necessarily in our interests. Because it looks like the checks start at like 5. And I think we only get 1 point off these. Let's see. Yeah, we only get +1. I see the Morning Star, Eminescu. We got the Seagull from Chekhov. Actually, these are different. I think they are. Switching is Dr. Jekyll mix Mr. Hyde. Weird that gives us science, or the red and the black, history and politics. Yeah, I'm thinking that lit might be a dump stat for us. And maybe we focus in on some other ones. Like, I say we read Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, so we can get that little extra science. Because apparently, if I remember correctly, we're going to be an apprentice to not just a doctor, the doctor. So maybe a little bit more science wouldn't hurt. Okay. A man tries to untangle the mysterious relationship between his client, Dr. Jekyll, and the vicious thug, Mr. Hyde, to whom he has bequeathed his estate. Okay. Quiet minds cannot be perplexed or frightened, but go on in fortune or misfortune at their own private pace, like a clock during a thunderstorm. Okay, ooh, we're at twilight. That's not great. That means we're halfway to sunup. Plus one may.
My fault. Stop blaming me for everything.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds not great. Yeah.
I should see what all this ruckus is about.
We can bring up. Maybe we can bring lit up to 5. Maybe in our next level up. Where are we on that? Yeah, we got a little ways to go yet. Yeah, we spend 3 points to bring that up to 5, and then we'll top something else up. Ooh. You'll make choices in Cabernet, some of little and some of big consequence. You will not always know which is which. Some of these consequences will be marked on the screen by this symbol.
They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it. They must have taken Petya's body away.
Okay, we got it.
Lord only knows what they'll do to it. This is fresh. What in the world caused this?
Welcome back, Goofy. Okay. Oh yeah, we also still have the doll. Can we check out the doll? We cannot. But we can talk to Elisa.
My God, what happened here?
Idiots being punished for their own stupidity.
Did you kill them?
I took that snake's fangs out. We'll see how she does now. I wasn't sure what to do when I saw him, but then I thought about something you said earlier.
Ah, so we saw the little if you look right next to the stopwatch, had the little consequence choice or indicator.
Really? What was it?
That mortal life has the same value as eternal existence. I don't know if it's true, but it certainly helped me find my rage.
You're welcome?
Still, this isn't going to bring him back.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm assuming, I'm hoping this wasn't what you had in mind when you brought a human here in the first place.
I'm so sorry about Petya. He seemed like such a nice boy.
It was always a risk. Life goes on. Whatever it is we have. But thank you. You must be curious about what happens to you now.
I'd be lying if I said otherwise.
The way it works is that you get assigned to the one who turned you for the apprenticeship.
Wait, so the doctor turned us?
I believe you are the doctor's disciple.
That'd be news to me.
I don't really remember much before I woke up. The doctor. He was a traveling doctor that came to the city, wasn't he? He was a vampire?
He certainly was. It will all come back eventually. Don't worry about it now.
Okay, this is the death amnesia? The death amnesia.
Countess has a coachman, Trophime. He will take you to the doctor's place in town. He is rough around the edges, but you can learn a lot from him.
May I speak with the Countess herself?
You need to be a little more important for that to happen. Trust me, she'll send for you soon. She has errands for us all. You will be no exception.
Okay, you know what? No. If she didn't turn me, I mean, she gave me the dress, but I don't know that woman anything. And yeah, Goofy, the demo ended basically right after this conversation. So once we're clear here, it'll all be new territory for us. Yeah, I don't owe her anything.
I don't owe the Countess anything. Why do I have to work for her?
Oh, I admire your juvenile, rebellious spirit. However, I would strongly advise you not to show it towards the Countess. But then again, it would be quite a show to watch, so actually, go ahead. You should go. Trophime will be waiting for you, and the sun is not getting any lower. I've unlocked the door by the balcony. It'll lead you to the stairs and outside.
Okay.
Hey, Lisa?
Yes?
Never mind.
Excuse? Oh, come on, we're besties. You can trust me.
What is it?
You've only turned recently. When was the last time you watched the sunrise?
It must have been a couple weeks ago. I was studying late for my exams.
What did it feel like?
Okay. Ooh, well, we can almost do that, but no, it will be, this is a heartfelt moment. Be sincere.
Well, I was worried about the day to come, and when a ray of sun fell on my face, I don't know, I felt warm, hopeful. Why do you ask?
No reason. It's just been a while since I've seen one. You will hear from the Countess soon.
I'm sure I will.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, could you please take this ugly doll with you? I can't keep looking into its dead eyes.
Does it remind you of Petya?
Just take it with you, please.
Oh, all right.
All right, I will.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
I swear it just blinked.
I don't. I did it. I didn't see the eyes blink. Okay, Matilda doll, favorite creation of deceased Petya. Oh, the door. There we go. Pick up the Matilda doll. There anything else we need to do here? Yeah, Arbin's place is in town. Take the carriage to town. We must be pretty tight with Elisa by now. Yeah, 67. Yeah, and this right here is where it ended. But here's our man Trofim, looking halfway sober. So we're supposed to talk to Trofim, so of course let's go walk about and see if there's any loot. It does not appear to be the case, though. Yeah, looks like he does look more clear-eyed than the horse. That is not inaccurate. Can we walk the other way? Because like, if the clock's not ticking, there's no reason not to go loot. Or it's just
I'd rather not walk through the woods on foot.
Okay. Wait. On foot? Okay, I'm watching the clock.
Trofim seemed pretty drunk. Hope he doesn't hurt himself with this.
Okay. I just wanted to check. It seems like the kind of place that there might be some loot, or some potential XP if we just go do what the game does not want us to do. Okay. Anyway, yeah, you saw nothing.
Hello again, Trofim.
Evening, my lady. Forgive me, but have we met before?
Yeah, Goofy, we're a full-on bat flying vampire.
Oh, that's right. He must not remember me because of the enchantment. Oh, no. Lisa just mentioned your name when she directed me to you.
But of course, silly me. I was worried I forgot. Happens to me after vodka sometimes.
Y'all sobered up and able to drive?
Are you fit to drive?
I am, my lady. Truth be told, I had a drink or two earlier tonight, but then the strangest thing happened. I must have fallen asleep and woke up not remembering a thing, but sober as a judge.
Neat trick, Trophy. You should do that more often.
Must be the fresh air.
Yes, it's the wind.
Yes, must be it.
In any case.
Shall we head out?
Of course, my lady. Your wish is my command.
Boy, howdy.
Mistress Orlova arranged for you to be taken in and out of the town as you see fit, at no charge. Whenever you need a ride, myself or another driver should be ready to pick you up.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Don't thank me, my lady. Countess's orders are the law around these parts.
Well, in that case, send her my thanks.
Will do. Get in, my lady. Don't be shy. Marta and I will get you to your new lodgings in no time. One more thing. I'm afraid you'll have to wear a blindfold, my lady. Mistress doesn't want anyone knowing where the manor is.
And what's he gonna do? Check? Oh, and there we go. That is Higher Society completed Chapter 1.
We're here, madam. You may take the blindfold off.
So this is my new home.
Grocery store. A, there's Arbin's salon. Woo! Title drop!
Whoa, Marta.
Oh shit.
What? Where do all these sparks come from? What is happening to me?
We're about to catch on fire. We should get inside.
That's the sun, madam. You must go inside your new home soon.
The sun. One of the greatest weaknesses of vampiric kind is sunrise. Not only do vampires burst into flames upon direct contact with the sun, but being away from your vessel, i.e. coffin, during daylight hours also leads to the same result. So we can't just be indoors. We gotta be, like, interred.
But don't worry, there's still some time until sunrise. Doctor's flat is on the second floor. Door on the right side.
Second floor, door on the right side. Even the best of nights eventually come to an end. During the dawn phase of night, Liza must get within safe proximity to her vessel before the sun is up, otherwise she'll be burned on the spot and suffer permanent death. Okay, second floor, door on the right side. Oh, I can't... Tropheme, I'm sorry, I'm broke. I'm so broke. How does he know? Well... I think it's most likely the Countess is keeping Tropheme on a need-to-know basis. I'm sorry, bud. I'll give you a 5-star review on TripAdvisor.
Thank you, Tropheme. Be safe.
If I'm honest, madam, no one is really safe here. Go, Marta.
Okay, let's... Yeah, we are very much on the clock here. Nope, still no chance to save. Oh, okay, you need an invitation. Ah, dinner, non-public area, we must have an invitation from the owner. Okay. Unavailable, okay, so that's what that is. You can also see which characters' domains you don't have an invitation by and find the lock symbol above their portrait in the relationship map. Okay. Oh, come on, let me up.
Pavel, dear, you shouldn't bother with an old bag like me.
Okay, so we had a little time, but I didn't feel like cutting it close, especially because there was nowhere else to go.
Surely you have better things to do.
Nonsense. I always have time for you. Besides, ticks are no joke. Good thing I noticed it when I did. One more day and the parasite could have dug itself fully into your body.
A tick bite, you say?
My goodness. Well, thank you kindly, Doctor. Once again, you are my savior.
I'll check up on you in a couple of days to make sure the bite area doesn't look infected. Lisa! Is that you?
Okay, I'm not hearing the ticking clock anymore, so that's good. That's a very conspicuous doctor bag there.
Oh, this must be the new apprentice you were talking about.
Indeed.
Very good, very good. Thank you again, Doctor, for taking pity on an old woman. Hello, little dove. You look like you've seen a ghost. Are you all right?
Okay. Well, what did Arbin tell us? It's good to be truthful unless you absolutely positively can't be. Okay. You know what? Yeah. It's been a day.
It's just been a rough day.
Ah, that's what I thought. You poor girl.
Thank you.
As we are neighbors now, call me Fahina. I'll be right next door if you ever want to check up on an old woman. Don't be a stranger.
Aha! I believe we have just been invited in. I don't suppose there's any getting past you. Oh, here we go. Okay, move in. Arbin. Okay, stop by finding his apartment. All right. Now, okay, yeah, everyone's got locks. And apparently, yeah, these, well, again, wait, hostel? Oh dear. It's a missing an eye. Hostel. Okay, but there's no lock above. Fine, she invited us over for tea. She's still alive, for now.
Welcome, Lisaveta. I've been looking forward to your arrival.
Good evening, Doctor.
Okay, we can thank him for his hospitality, or we can say you turned me into a vampire, and you didn't even ask me if I wanted to, which is frankly a bit rude.
I was told I'll be staying here for the time being. Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course, it's the least I could do. Tonight was your initiation night, wasn't it? I trust everything went smoothly?
No, it did not.
In all honesty, it was a rough start. A lot of things didn't go as planned.
In my experience, they rarely do.
Perhaps it was a better introduction to our way of life than it seems right now.
I know it's been a lot to take in. I also know that I am partially responsible for your condition.
Partially?
I turned you into what you are now, and I will guide you through it.
So if you turned me into what I am now, that sounds like you're wholly responsible.
I have so many questions.
I can only imagine, dear. Sadly, time is not on our side right now. The sun will come up shortly, so we'd be wise to leave them till later.
Could it happens now?
Starting tomorrow, I would like you to work with me as an apprentice and help me with my research. In return, you'll have your own room here in the apartment.
My own room. Okay, where do I stay? In our own room here in the apartment. You know what? Maybe we'll. Again, the guy's giving us a place to stay, but maybe we'll be cool, at least for now. At least until we find out what kind of research he's doing.
I'll be looking forward to it. I was worried that with all of this, I wouldn't be able to continue my medical work.
I would never let that happen. You're far too valuable to the field, dear.
Would I have a room to myself?
Of course. A bright mind needs space for work and contemplation. It's not much, but I hope you grow to feel at home there. Your vessel is already inside.
Every vampire is connected to their vessel by an invisible bond. Usually the vessel is the coffin in which they are buried, but a vampire is able to upgrade to a different one if they so choose. In some cases, when burial does not occur, a vampire is tied to their spot of death until they form a new bond with a different vessel. During daylight hours, a vampire must be in close proximity to their vessel, otherwise they will suffer permanent death.
My vessel?
Yes, the coffin that you were buried in.
Goodness, but why?
When the sun is up, you can only be safe when you are near it. An obscure rule, but life of our kind is riddled with those, I'm afraid.
Notice it says near, not in.
Now, go and have some rest. Isn't that what they say? You'll rest when you're dead?
But I'm not dead. I'm just not alive. Ah. Hey, here we go. Let's sass right back at him.
Yes. They also say there's no rest for the wicked.
Indeed. By the way...
Yes?
I left an outfit in your wardrobe that you may find more appropriate for your medical work around town. It's probably a bit old-fashioned for a city girl like you, but it's all I have.
Being valuable isn't always a good thing. Well, yeah, kinda. Like, so how is that value expressed? How is it rewarded? Like, are we saying, well, you're so valuable we couldn't actually let you die? Or, is it you're so valuable that you can never leave?
Now, time for you to get some well-deserved rest.
And yes, more clothes.
Thank you, Doctor. Good night.
Ooh, nope. Can't do that. I think if he... Yeah, well, okay, he went in there. Yeah, we can go in there. Is the... Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, so the clock is not ticking while we're in here. But it is ticking in there. Okay, I know we got a... Okay, I'm just going to look. We're not going to read these because I feel like it would be the end of us.
Doctor's medical bag. It holds everything I need in case of an emergency.
You're so valuable, we're going to study... Oh! We're just going to straight up take it. Okay, we got lit, music. Okay, we have read that. We can only read them once. History, music, lit. Oh, these give +2. I see. Now, we're not going to do any of those because it would literally kill us dead. Well, deader. Chapter 2, Parasites and Sycophants.
After passing that threshold, I feel so safe all of a sudden. I think it has something to do with the coffin, the vessel.
Okay, yeah, if we are who we are, why is there an open window with open drapes? Why would we not block that up? Or at least draw the damn curtains?
Ironic that something like that can bring a sense of calmness.
Okay, sunrise is the bane of every vampire. In order to withstand the daylight hours, vampires must be in close proximity to the vessel, usually the coffin they're buried in. The vessel indicator in bottom left corner shows whether Liza is close enough to her vessel to survive the upcoming day. And apparently we are. Why can't we pass the night? I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe we do still need rest. Oh, okay? I'm looking. Is the clock actually moving? No, I don't believe so. Okay, good. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna throw in a quick pause here in the record. Nope, shit. It is actually moving.
Strange. Lovely vanity, though.
Oh, here's where we save. Oh, thank goodness. Also, only 3 save slots. Wow.
I want to look around more before I go to sleep.
Do you? 'Cause it's heckin' sunrise. Oh, wait. Oh, because we're close to it, we can actually do... Okay. But yeah, that's a good question, Oliver. Why can't we? Why can't we continue reading?
That's a nice place to store my keepsakes. Don't you go anywhere, Matilda. I should check out the general store for more room decor options.
Oh, okay. Oh, we have room. We had a room customization. Yeah, safe house customization. How about that? Maybe, or maybe we're just we have to be able to read. That's the whole point.
There's plenty of room for my outfits. And look, there's already one in here. Must be the one the doctor mentioned. I wonder why he has it in the first place.
Okay, so that's our base, no buffs. That gives us a +5 to history and politics. Ah! Oh, this gives us a +3 to literature and writing. Older folk attire for everyday wear. Yeah, this is for formal soirees, so maybe we don't go walking around in that the whole time. You know, we're going to lose our buff to history and politics, but we'll at least catch up on literature and writing. Yeah, so now go a little bit more balanced. You don't trust Matilda, Goofy? What if Pesha possessed her? Could be. Would that be so out of the realm of possibility? I dare say no. Interesting. I just look at this. There's yeah, it looks like there's breakpoints in these every 20. Yeah, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I wonder if there's anything that happens like if we get to like 20 humanity, if there's some buff or some something meaningful. Okay, yeah, so we cannot go out because it would go poorly for us, but we are protected by our vessel. Okay, yeah, right. So, before we put our girl to bed, I'm going to put this episode to bed. I'm just going to cut the recording here for YouTube, and then the Twitch folks, we'll just roll right back in. So, YouTube folks, thanks so much for hanging out. We'll see you next time, and bye for now.